Hello sports fans, and welcome to the Blood Bowl Winter League 24-25 Round 1 recap. I am your commissioner, Wallace Fajardo, and before we get to our updates, I do have a quick message from our TV network. The TV contract granted to Dice Dojo Blood Bowl leagues was negotiated with a blackout on main season matches occurring on Wednesdays and Thursdays. This decision was fueled by lower viewership for Blood Bowl on these days due to competing shows like Greywater PD, The Listerian Bachelor, and Zinch All Along. The network appreciates your understanding. End quote. All right, well, with that out of the way, let's get to the recap. Two new teams have recently registered for the league, so please join me in welcoming the Crossroad Crushes and the Uzkulak Overlords. May Nuffle smile upon you both. The appearance of the Crossroad Crushes signals the first orc team that we've seen in the Winter League so far. They're tough, they're beefy, and they'll be able to shove you around the pitch, opening up for fouls from the Git players on their team. Be careful out there. The Uzkulak Overlords are our second Chaos Dwarf team for the season. We're curious how Dark Hunter is going to approach this hybrid team and look forward to their plays on the pitch. Round 1 has seen 30 casualties and 34 injuries logged by players so far. It's been brutal. The armor breaks have been deadly, and the players have been getting creative by pushing their opponents into the crowd so they could be eaten alive. And the league is going to refrain from making any comments on players who may have self-sustained their injuries. Special commendations go out to Lucky Dudes as well as the Skull Crushers for killing one of the opposing players in their matches. The Lucky Dudes wet works were pioneered by the Treeman, Old Ironbark, who scored the fatal blow against the Rat and Co. troll. The Skull Crushers committed the deed on an unsuspecting Jaguar warrior blocker by piling up all the boys to foul the crap out of them. We've also seen a fair bit of passing this season. Special consideration goes over to Guinevere, the Chaos Warrior who threw the ball beautifully to an open beastman on the pitch. Shockingly this season, we have not seen any passes from the Dark Elves. Round 1 saw a nail-biting mirror match between the two Skaven teams in our league, Morgo's Cuties and the Fun Gutters. Morgo's Cuties was able to secure a very early lead into the game after kicking the ball to the Fun Gutters, taking the ball back instead, and scoring in a swift 2 turns. On the second kickoff, the Fun Gutters decided to play a little bit more slow and purposefully, focusing on removing players from the opposing team. The Fun Gutters were able to score a couple of knockouts and through this attrition, score a tie on 1-1. In addition to this score, they were able to remove a lineman as well as a gutter runner from the Morgo Cuties roster. And in the second half, things just got a lot quicker as the sweltering heat waved upon the pitch. Players suffered from heat fatigue, limiting roster depth as coaches set up for the 5th and final kickoff. It was then that Nuffle decreed no stalling. The ball was kicked shallow by the Morgo Cuties, setting it up perfectly and defensively for the Fun Gutters. Morgo's Cuties tried their best to loosen the ball and then screen their opponent in the last turn. It was all up to the Fun Gutters coach to make pivotal decisions with no takebacks. There were no rerolls left in the pool. Soon, the Fun Gutter coach saw the path and was able to secure a 3-2 victory. Well played by both coaches. This was an excellent match. For this video, we're going to take a look at the anchor defense that the Ringer Dark Elf team recently deployed on the pitch. This defensive setup has a few advantages. It minimizes the number of players on the line. It allows you to secure positional players like throwers in the back and centered positions. You just want to be sure the players in the wide positions can hold their own if they are targeted for a block or blitz action. This setup allows the defending player on their turn to respond to any movement on the wide zones of the pitch. And finally, it's great for blitzes. We can see here in the footage that the Dark Elf player was able to catch the ball off of a lucky blitz in this kickoff. I hope you can use this knowledge in the next round. So let's get over to the parents.